Hello, welcome to everybody to this class Home Science, and this part we are today going to discuss about what therapeutic diet. Friends, you know that what is therapeutic diet, why it is needed, what is the principle of therapeutic diet, objective of therapeutic diet, and next we are going to factors affecting therapeutic diet, then different types of therapeutic diet we are going to discuss. Okay, तो therapeutic diet क्या, what is therapeutic diet? Therapeutic diet is a combination of two terms, that is therapy plus diet. What is therapy again? Therapy is something which is used to treat the patient which is affected physiological or psychological mental problems without surgical or application of drugs or medicines. So that is called therapy. Therapy means any kind of treatment. Massage therapy बोल सकते हो, speech therapy, massage therapy, that is one type of food therapy. ये treat. तो therapeutic diet. Next come to diet. What is diet? Diet means whatever we are eating every day. Every day we are eating a certain type of a meal pattern. So within this 24 hours, whatever we are eating, whatever we are taking as nutrients or food, that is called what therapeutic diet. तो therapeutic और diet, so दोनों को ऐड करने से क्या होगा? Therapeutic diet. So a modified diet, therapeutic diet we can say it is a modified diet which is administered, which is prescribed for the patient which who has undergone surgery or any kind of treatment or rigorous disease in order to regain the lost vigor, lost fat, energy, loss of nutrients, and any kind of, and to allow the patient to recover rapidly. तो rapid recover के लिए न्यूट्रिएंट सप्लीमेंट के लिए, बिकॉज ड्यू टू लॉस ड्यूरिंग द टाइम ऑफ सर्जरी एंड डिजीज कोर्स ऑफ डिजीज व्हाट हैपेंस, लॉस ऑफ न्यूट्रिएंट्स टेक प्लेस. नंबर 1. तो थेरापेटिक एट दैट टाइम थेरापेटिक डाइट इज प्रोवाइडेड और प्रेस्क्राइब टू दैट पेशेंट ड्यूरिंग द रेस्ट कंडीशन सो दैट he or she will get sufficient amount of nutrients in order to maintain the previous health. Number 1. Number 2, to provide them better relief, because after surgery or after any kind of treatment, what happened? Loss of some nutrients take place. Due to loss of these nutrients, what happens? The immunity of our body decreases. So immunity of our body decreases. So the patient becomes very weak in psychologically, mentally, or what we call mentally and physical also. So in order to maintain a stable health, we supply, we administer, we advise, we prescribe what? Therapeutic diet. Different patients have different type of therapeutic diets depending upon the nature of disease and condition of the patient. Is it right? Nature of disease and condition of patient and economic condition, we can say what preference of food, choice of food, which is called choice of food. So that is also depends. So next, and let us see so what is the therapeutic diet? Therapeutic diet, you can say therapeutic diet. What is therapeutic diet? So therapeutic diet is a modified diet to the patient who has undergone treatment, any kind of treatment or any kind of surgery, we can say. So in order to provide the good nutrition, and food selection is very important during this prescription of what food selection we maintain in order to maintain the personal health of that personal health condition, to improve the condition, to increase the speed recovery of the disease. Is it right? So these are the basic factors are kept in mind while advising or while preparing diet therapy. Is it right? So in definition we can say a diet therapy is a therapeutic diet. Diet therapy or therapeutic diet is a modified meal plan. It is a modified meal plan. Modified meal plan. Okay, is called modified meal plan, that is called therapeutic diet or diet therapy. Is it right? So modified meal plan, the modification is include increasing or decreasing. The modification includes what? Increasing or decreasing. Increasing or decreasing what? The nutrients. Okay, increasing or decreasing. What is this meaning? Increasing or decreasing? Increasing, suppose over nutrients are there, excess nutrients are there, and for the disease conditions, for the patient situations and disease conditions, or the gravity of disease, such type of nutrient is not advised, not prescribed, not needed. So in that case we just need to keep down the nutrients or decrease the nutrients. And in some cases the patient lost in the food nutrient contents, nutrient balance. So balanced nutrient is not provided to him. So at that time we also prescribe to increase the diet, increase the nutrients. So diet is a modified meal plan which is used either to increase the nutrient supply or to decrease the nutrient supply. That depends upon the nature of disease and the conditions of the patients, condition of the people they suffering from disease. So and change in the texture, change in texture of. Next is changing of texture. Next point you can see change of texture. What do we mean by change of texture? How the food looks like, what is the appearance of food, how the food, what type of food is it, whether it is solid food, liquid food, fluid food, semi-solid, semi-liquid. So this is called texture. Whether it is solid food will be given, fruits will be given, semi-solid will be given, pure liquid will be given, or this type of, that is called texture. How the food is looking like, how the food appears, whether it is a solid, it is a pebble-like structure, we can say it is somewhat bigger particles, smaller particles, liquids, fluids. So this type of appearance or how it feels, feeling of this food is called texture. So this is all about this. The therapeutic diet, it is a meal plan. Again speaking, therapeutic diet or diet therapy is nothing but it is a modified meal plan which is prescribed to the patients which are in need. Modification includes either what modification? Modified meal plan in order to modify the increasing or decrease. Target is there either to increase the nutrient supply or the decrease supply, which depends upon the patient's condition and the gravity of the disease, gravity of the surgery. Is it right? And the next thing, the change of texture, because at that time our digestive system, our physiological system becomes weak, become very weak. Also we are not able, at that time it is not advised to take any solid food, or that depends upon the case of disease. We cannot take, because our digestive system, our mentally condition, our brain was not functioning properly, that's why it needs some modified food plan so that it is easily digested, it can be easily utilize the body not easily the nutrients, we can get easily energy from the nutrients. So this type, in this way the nutrient or diet is modified. So okay, so next we are going to the objective of, this is all the definition of nutrient therapeutic diet. Now let us see the objective. Objectives. What is the objectives of therapeutic diet? Objectives क्या है? Objectives क्या है? Is it right? Objectives. Is it right? So number one objective is to maintain good health. To maintain good health. Number one objective, our target is to maintain the good health of the patients so that it can get easy recovery. Is it number 2? Correct the nutrition deficiency. Number 2, to correct the nutrient deficiency. To correct nutrient deficiency, as I have told earlier, during the course of disease, what time many nutrients are most of the nutrients get lost or left or used by the body to get rid of these प्रॉब्लम्स और पेन्स और सफरिंग. इज इट राइट? एट दैट टाइम दैट इज ब्लीडिंग हो सकता है, कुछ भी होता है, टेंशन होता है, मेंटल टेंशन, कुछ भी सर्जरी हो सकता है. बाय दैट वे वी लॉस मोस्ट ऑफ द न्यूट्रिएंट्स. तो बाय दिस इज योर अनदर ऑब्जेक्ट टू करेक्ट द न्यूट्रिएंट डिफिशिएंसी. उसी टाइम में बॉडी का जो डिफिशिएंसी हो गया उसको ठीक लेवल को लाने के लिए और टू लेवल को लाने के लिए वी ऑल्सो यूज द डाइट थेरेपी. तो दिस इज द सेकेंड ऑब्जेक्टिव. द थर्ड इज टू अफोर्ड रेस्ट टू द होल बॉडी. टू afford or provide rest to the whole body. What do you mean by this statement? Whole body रेस्ट. क्या पेशेंट तो रेस्ट कंडीशन में है, फिर क्या रेस्ट? ये रेस्ट, अरे पेशेंट तो ऑलरेडी रेस्ट कंडीशन में है, फिर क्या रेस्ट? रेस्ट मतलब बाय प्रोवाइडिंग, इफ यू आर प्रोवाइडिंग, you are not modifying your diet, once you are not giving your diet modified therapeutic diet, then what will happen? Whatever you want the patient will eat, whatever the patient will want to it will take. So what, by that way the pressure will be there in the digestive system. Is that right? In the physiological conditions, because we know that the body is not able to digest or to supplement the nutrients which are provided in different formats or different forms, not in a diet therapeutic way. Is it right? So that is also, if you will provide some simplified food which will take minimum digestive process, so that by that way the body has not to do labor or to process further eating for a long period of time, so that body will get rest. So you are giving simple food, so body will taking rest and just getting energy with the short period of time. Is it right? Next number 2, to adjust the food intake. To adjust the food intake. To adjust the food intake so that the metabolic process. To adjust the food intake so that the metabolic process ability of the nutrients during disease. To adjust the nutrient metabolic deficiency in the disease. Metabolic, what is metabolic? We know that catabolic, anabolic, and it is called metabolic. Catabolism plus anabolism is called metabolism. मेटाबॉलिज्म बॉडी में कुछ रिएक्शन ऐसे चलता रहता है, जैसे हम बोलते हैं कुछ कैटाबॉलिज्म होता है, कुछ अनाबॉलिज्म होता है. तो कैटाबॉलिज्म और प्लस अनाबॉलिज्म दोनों को मिला के हम बोलते हैं मेटाबॉलिज्म. मतलब कैटाबॉलिज्म क्या है? कुछ रिएक्शन हमारे बॉडी में कंस्ट्रक्टिव प्रोसेस चल रहा है. सपोज प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस हो रहा है, हार्मोन प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है, एंजाइम प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है. सो दीज आर व्हाट इज अनाबॉलिक प्रोसेस. और कुछ प्रोसेस हमारे बॉडी का कैटाबॉलिक प्रोसेस चल रहा है. सपोज डाइजेशन ऑफ फूड हो रहा है, रेस्पिरेशन में एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है, तो दीज आर कॉल्ड कैटालिटिक. तो कैटालिटिक प्लस anabolic, catabolic, anabolic is called metabolic. तो in order to supplement the metabolic process, बॉडी में जो metabolic process का जो hamper हो गया था, कुछ लॉस हो गया था, कुछ जो what imbalance हो गया था, in order to maintain the balance of the metabolic activity, it is also another the next objective of the fourth objective of the what diet therapy. Next, to bring about changes in the what body weight. To bring about changes in the body weight wherever necessary. If not to, it is not prescribed to everybody. If it is necessary, somewhere it may be needed to to increase the body weight. Body weight must be increased, but in some cases the body weight should be decreased. So that depend upon the what conditions of this or situation, the gravity of disease. Next come to principles of what diet therapy. Objective हो गए. Next come to principles of diet therapy. Principles of diet therapy. Principles of diet therapy. तो नंबर 1, A well planned diet provides, we know that what are the principle based on the fact that a well planned diet provides the specific nutrients because the diet, इसलिए तो डाइट प्लानिंग किया गया है, थेरापेटिक डाइट प्रोवाइड किया गया है, इसलिए यू नीड टू प्रोवाइड सम स्पेसिफिक न्यूट्रिएंट, किसको प्रोटीन चाहिए, किसको विटामिन चाहिए, किसको फैट्स चाहिए, किसको स्टार्च चाहिए, किसको मिनरल्स चाहिए, as per the requirement, as per the demand of the patient or body, demand of the body, the well planned, that is provides well planned and specific nutrients, some specific, not all the nutrients are provided to a single patient, that is well planned, is it right? Whether it in, as I have told. Next one is you need to achieve the homeostasis of the body. Number one क्या बोले, that is बोलो specific nutrients supply करना, specific nutrients, to provide the specific nutrients as per the demand of the patient. Number one. Number two क्या है, number two is that to maintain the homeostasis of the body. Homeostasis क्या है, homeostasis, the balance of the body, nutrient balance, water balance, liquid balance. So this is called the maintain. When they are in the balanced condition, then it is called homeostasis is 100% maintained. If in homeostasis, is it everybody? That means getting the balance of the body, homeostasis in a normal health इंडिविजुअल, नॉर्मल हेल्थ ऑफ एन इंडिविजुअल, तो बॉडी में जो बैलेंस था न्यूट्रिएंट के बीच, लिक्विड के बीच, वो सब जो बैलेंस था एनर्जी, दिट इज टू रीगेन द बैलेंस कंडीशन, द बैलेंस सिचुएशन आज इट वाज अर्लियर इन द ड्यूरिंग द हेल्दी पीरियड. सो इट इज कॉल्ड होम्योस्टेसिस. तो नंबर वन स्पेसिफिक न्यूट्रिएंट सप्लाई करना, होम्योस्टेसिस को मेंटेन करना. नेक्स्ट एंड अनदर इज टू हेल्प इन easy digestion, absorption and transportation. To help easy digestion, absorption and assimilation. तो easy digestion, absorption and assimilation. Easy digestion, absorption and assimilation. What is? So it diet, because it is a modified diet, not a normal diet. So it is very not difficult. It is very simplified. So it will be easy to digest. What is digestion? As I have told, digestion is the process in which the complex food is broken down into simpler absorbed form. So that in the presence of enzyme, biocatalyst, and that enzyme is called biocatalyst. तो इजी डाइजेशन होगा, सिंपल्स हो जाएगा, एब्जॉर्प्शन हो गया, द न्यूट्रिएंट्स विल बी एब्जॉर्ब्ड बाय द ब्लड, इज इट राइट? इट विल फ्लो थ्रू द ब्लड एंड इट इज एसिमिलेशन. व्हेन द फूड और न्यूट्रिएंट्स आर यूटिलाइज्ड बाय इंडिविजुअल सेल, सेलुलर लेवल जब यूज हो जाएगा उसको हमें एसिमिलेशन बोलेंगे. तो डाइजेशन हो जाएगा, फूड सिंप्लीफिकेशन हो जाएगा, एनर्जी निकल जाएगा, उसको न्यूट्रिएंट्स ब्लड में ऑब्जर्व हो जाएगा, देन इट विल रीचेस टू द इंडिविजुअल सेल इसको यूज करेगा उसका मेटाबॉलिक प्रोसेस के लिए. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड एसिमिलेशन. तो इन ऑर्डर टू मेंटेन द डाइजेशन, एसिमिलेशन एंड ऑब्जर्वेशन प्रोसेस. तो देयरफॉर द नॉर्मल डाइट इज required by the sick individual. Normal diet is needed or required by a sick individual to maintain all these conditions of the patient or body. Is it right? Next come to factors to be considered. Factors to be considered while planning a diet therapy. Factors considered. फैक्टर्स कंसिडर, क्या क्या फैक्टर्स, व्हाट फैक्टर्स शुड बी कंसिडर ड्यूरिंग द प्लानिंग ऑफ डाइट थेरापी और थेरापेटिक डाइट. नंबर वन, तो अंडरलाइंग डिजीज कंडीशन. कौन सा डिजीज? अंडरलाइंग डिजीज कंडीशन. व्हाट डिजीज, व्हाट टाइप ऑफ डिजीज? अंडरलाइंग डिजीज कंडीशन. कौन सा डिजीज, व्हाट टाइप ऑफ डिजीज, अकॉर्डिंगली द फूड विल बी सप्लाइड. नंबर वन, द पॉसिबल ड्यूरेशन ऑफ द डिजीज का ड्यूरेशन कितना है, टाइम पीरियड कितना है, ड्यूरेशन ऑफ डिजीज. नंबर टू, ये भी एक फैक्टर है. ड्यूरेशन ऑफ डिजीज शुड बी केप्ट इन माइंड व्हाइल प्लानिंग ए डाइट थेरापी. नंबर वन. नंबर थ्री, द डाइट मस्ट बी अट्रैक्टेड ओवरकम द कंडीशंस, अल्टर टू ओवरकम दिस कंडीशंस, अल्टरेशन ऑफ डाइट, अल्टरेशन नहीं, अल्टरेशन ऑफ डाइट टू ओवरकम द सिचुएशंस। पेशेंट का जो फिजिकल कंडीशन है, मेंटल कंडीशन है, साइकोलॉजिकल कंडीशन, टू ओवरकम दिस कंडीशंस, वो चीज़ में खा नहीं सकता, वो चीज़ नहीं खा सकता, वो डाइजेशन नहीं कर सकता, उसे अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, वो अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है। सो ये सब चीज़ों को हटाने के लिए, ये चीज़ को वो जो ओवरकम दिस सिचुएशन को हमें उसको क्या करें, मॉडिफाइड करें फूड को, सो दैट द पेशेंट विल बी अट्रैक्टेड। तो अल्टरेशन ऑफ फूड मतलब कीपिंग इन द आई द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ द पेशेंट, व्हाट टाइप ऑफ डाइट he want or he want, तो accordingly we plan the meal. Next is your the patient's tolerance capacity. Patient's tolerance capacity. Tolerance capacity. Why it is kept in mind? Why it is objective? Because patient बोलेगा मैं ये खाऊंगा, वो खाऊंगा, ये खाऊंगा, तो okay, but body will not support. The doctor is not advising such type of nutrients which cannot be taken during this such a particular disease. So ये भी हमको, we cannot supply the nutrient as per the patient's demand or patient's interest. So that must be kept in mind. तो ये भी एक ऑब्जेक्टिव है। तो पेशेंट्स टॉलरेंस कैपेसिटी, वो कितना कौन सा फूड को टॉलरेट कर रहा है, बॉडी कौन सा फूड को एडजस्ट कर रहा है, टॉलरेट कर पाए, तो इसलिए दैट ऑल्सो अनदर ऑब्जेक्टिव। इन एडिशन इसके अलावा और कुछ कंडीशन है, जैसे हम बोलते हैं सोशल इकोनॉमिक कंडीशन, वो पेशेंट का इकोनॉमिक स्टेटस कैसा है, सोशल कल्चर, सोशल कंडीशन क्या है, कल्चर क्या है, तो वो भी हम बोलते हैं अनदर। तो इकोनॉमिक, सोशल, कल्चरल स्टेटस ऑफ द पेशेंट। Patients. So economic condition one of the important factor, because if he or she can't afford this such type of food, costly food, some low cost food, high cost food, so that must be considered or kept in mind as one of the objective during formulation of diet plan. Is it right? तो नेक्स्ट सोशल पैटर्न, कल्चरल पैटर्न, ये भी माइंड में रखना है, वो क्या खाएगा, वो नहीं, वेज फूड, नॉन वेज फूड, ये सब चीज़ शुड बी केप्ट इन माइंड। द फोर जो एट्रीब्यूट्स ऑफ थेराप्यूटिक डाइट, एडिक्वेसी, एट्रीब्यूट्स क्या है, क्या एट्रीब्यूट्स है, एट्रीब्यूट्स क्या यूनिक फीचर के एट्रीब्यूट्स से कीप्ट इन माइंड, एडिक्वेसी, एक्यूरेसी, इकोनॉमिक एंड पैलेटेबिलिटी। एडिक्वेसी नंबर 1, एडिक्वेसी नंबर 2, एक्यूरेसी नंबर 3, इकोनॉमी एंड पैलेटेबिलिटी। What is this palatability? Okay, palatability. What is this meaning? Adequacy. Number 1 is your adequacy. Adequacy means adequate amount, sufficient amount. That is adequacy, whether available or not. So that kept in mind. The adequacy. What's that food is sufficiently available or not? Is it right? It is available or not? So adequacy. Next was accuracy. That food is correct for that patient or not? It is correct to the patient or not? Suitable to the patient or not? Suitable for the health conditions is not. So accuracy. That have sufficient nutrient content or not? It is related to the disease or not? Means for recovery, for rest providing. So that is the accuracy kept in mind. Next is your economic condition of the patient. Whether he or she can afford this diet or nutrient or not. Economic condition is also taken in mind while planning or formulating diet therapy. Next is palatability. Palatability मतलब टेस्ट, ये पेशेंट को सूटेबल खाने को पेशेंट इंटरेस्ट पेगी, इंटरेस्ट इज नॉट। पैलेटेबिलिटी, टेस्ट कैसे, स्वाद कैसे है, टेस्ट कैसे है, फूड कैसे लगता है, तो ये अच्छे पैलेटेबिलिटी मीन्स इजीली इटेबल हो सकता है कि नहीं, अच्छा पेशेंट से इंटरेस्ट है कि नहीं, वो इजीली उसको यूज कर सकता है कि नहीं, तो दैट शुड बी केप्ट इन माइंड। तो एडिक्वेसी, एक्यूरेसी, इकोनॉमिक एंड पैलेटेबिलिटी, दीज आर द 4 एट्रीब्यूट्स ऑफ डाइट थेरेपी आर coming under the factors affecting the while planning a diet therapy. Is it right? So this is all about this present class. In the next video next class I will bring some more what some different type of what type of specific dietaries are provided, just like diabetes condition, nephritis condition, well, hypertension के लिए क्या चाहिए, और उसी this different type of nutrients will be discussed. So till that, stay tuned. Thank you. Have a nice day.